gentlemen, from beautiful uptown Burbank, Harmontown is now in session. Let's welcome to the stage the Game Master, Spencer Crittenden. And your mayor of Harmontown, Dan Harmon.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out. It's a holiday weekend. It's we take it for granted that we keep filling this place, but we've got this venue now, and it's not easy to get people over here. It's Burbank. So all these people that keep filling the joint, they're obviously we could probably do anything. We got them on the hook.
Who drove really far, like from LA? Like, how far did you come from?
Minnesota.
You drove from Minnesota. See, now that's a hell of a drive.
Yeah, that's a lot harder.
You must have left like this morning.
Yeah, who wants to go to Burbank from Minnesota? That's crazy.
What part of Minnesota are you from?
The Twin Cities.
The Twin Cities. Which ones? I'm kidding, of course. Hello, Dan. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
You seem like you got something on your mind.
Well, no, I'm just trying to think of what I do have on my mind. I'm afraid I don't have anything on my mind.
It seems like you have nothing on your mind right now.
I'm in the midst of a deadline on a treatment that I'm supposed to turn in. I should have turned in on Friday, and it's been one of those weekends where you saw it coming, and it was like a 4-day weekend. This is going to be great. I got the sick dog, so I wasn't even allowed to leave the house. So it was really, Cody and I were like, it's going to be 4 days in the house, like just sitting in bed. We don't even have to feel like we're bad people for doing that because we got a dog to take care of. And then I had to go fuck it up.
Is Nigel all right?
Yeah, he's okay. Nigel ate like a big clump of grass, and then he it was in there, and then look, man, so Spencer was the point man on this.
I cut Nigel open.
So we go into the veterinarian and with the Nigel dog, and the doctor comes in, and he's taking X-rays, and then he's taking X-rays the next day. So he's analyzing this thing, and and it's like, oh, there's this thing in his stomach, and he's like, I thought we were bringing him in for surgery, but then the guy says, he goes, well, at this point, I think we should just wait because it's moving, this thing. And it's just like this big thing. It looks like a tube sock, but it looks like a tube sock because now it's in its intestine. So everything that you would put in there would look like a tube sock. You could put gold in there and it would look like a tube sock. It's kind of a neat idea. But he has this like thing, and I'll never know. I don't know. He just kept going. Like we would say, well, he's panting now, and then he'd go, well, you guys, he's a sick dog. And he just had that like lilting tone, and every sentence began with "you guys," and then we go like, so you think we shouldn't operate on him? Well, you guys, it's we don't know, or something like and like the fifth time he did that, I said, you do this thing where you keep saying "you guys," and there's this tone, and the message that we're getting is that you don't want any information from us.
We're not doing anything wrong, doctor. We're asking questions and saying words.
Right.
Like he's getting mad at us.
We're assuming that the science of caring for a dog, since the dog can't talk, like that maybe it might involve collecting some data from us, or maybe, hey, I was just like, I just want, usually in that situation, maybe this is a bad habit that I have. Maybe I'm a bully. Maybe I like when people are making me uncomfortable, making me feel bad. Maybe I'm accustomed to the fact that then I'll shine a spotlight on it. And maybe because I'm a 6 foot tall, fat, like Ursine kind of dude, maybe I'm like spoiled. Like maybe like most of the people I'm talking to, maybe I wouldn't do that if I was talking to like The Rock, I wouldn't like adjust him, maybe I need to examine that. It's but I haven't thought about that because because it always works, because usually what the person does is they go, oh God, oh geez, no, because the very fact of like you're just pointing out that there seems to be some kind of breakdown is enough to get everybody kind of scrambled, and then you reset, now you're recalibrated and you're communicating as humans. That's what I usually find. But I was like, hey, you're doing this thing and it sounds like you don't want us to talk to you, and we don't know if we're supposed to say anything, and that's all. If that's the case, then I don't know. And then he just kind of blinked, right? And then he was like, well, he's a sick dog, and he's gonna, my recommendation is at this point we should wait. And if you guys don't like having me as a doctor, you could get another doctor. You get another doctor. And I was like, whoa. But I didn't do any. I was like reeling, and I was like in silence. I was like, how do I react to this? And during the silence, Spencer goes, if you think that's best.
Well, it wasn't like, just hold on. I think I said that we trusted his opinion and we'll do whatever he thinks we should do, or something like that. I don't think it was like sarcastic, like, yeah, give us another doctor. I think it was like, we trust. You're the guy. Right. You're the guy to listen to.
You don't want to piss off a doctor when your dog is sick. It's like pissing off, like a waiter can spit in your food.
Yeah.
Your doctor can metaphorically spit in your dog and
yes, he could
kill your dog.
So that guy leaves. He just leaves.
And then I heard him slap an animal.
I thought when he said, if you guys want, you can see another doctor, I thought he was saying it like a teenager would say it, like a passive aggressive kind of like, maybe I'll go eat some worms if you want me to go eat some worms, and we're supposed to go, oh no, you're a great doctor, which is why I was like stunned. I didn't know what he was saying was, oh, we have several doctors here, let me go get another one, which I guess is what he's doing. You could hear him faintly out there talking to another guy, and I'm like saying to Spencer, like, what is it me? Is it you? Is it the dog? What is it him? Like,
I was like, I don't think he knows that he sounds passive aggressive. I think he's just stupid in that sense.
Yeah, he had like maybe an aptitude for treating dogs. Probably doesn't spike in the same brain statistically as an aptitude for like communicating with people. We don't know.
Yeah, there are certain fields of medicine that like doctors will tell you that no, we're not people persons, or we're not people. We want to solve you. We don't want to hang out with you or talk to you. We don't touch you. Right. We just want to like open you up and look at your insides.
Sure, maybe this guy was like, oh, I get it. They're animals, so I can be like a savage, horrible, primal monster.
Maybe you're so ursine, and because he's a veterinarian, he thought you might actually be a bear.
Right. And so it was like
and he kept saying, you guys, to prove that you're actually a person and not a bear.
It was the veterinarian equivalent of like a racism thing, like where he was like, he didn't really believe I was a bear, like a magic talking bear, but I put off enough of a bear vibe that a guy who loves dogs and cats and treats their ails is like, I don't like this guy. He looks like someone that eats in a landfill. and that's an enemy of the canine and the feline in my book. My name's not Dr. Asshole. So 5 minutes goes by, and the new doctor comes in. And he goes, hello, my name's Dr. Ruiz.
And that was a surprise. We did not expect a different doctor to come through the door.
Yeah, I thought maybe like a bouncer from Jerry Springer would come in or something and like go, okay, well, you guys got to go. Like, we need this room. We didn't really. But a new doctor comes in. Hi, I'm Dr. Ruiz. He shakes our hands, and then he starts looking at the x-rays, and he acts like but he just like nothing has happened. He goes like, I'm Dr. Ruiz. So we're going to do some exploratory surgery on Nigel. We're going to go in and we're going to pull this foreign body out. And I'm like, what? And Spencer says, okay, but what would you say if we told you that the last guy said the exact opposite thing? And the guy says, oh, no, I know that. I just talked to him. I totally disagree with him. I have a totally second opinion about what to do about your dog.
Is it Anderson and Ruiz? Like
good cop, bad cop? They're like, this is the thing that will plague me forever, because this guy was nice, and I was like, yes, now we're talking. Cut my dog open. See you later. Here's $1,700. I'll see you 3 days from now. I changed my dog's life with a scalpel, and just walked out skipping and going like, by the way, that first guy's a prick. But what was my part of some? Were they just like the guy comes out and he goes like, oh, we gotta, they probably have some veterinarian code for it, like we gotta DFI or whatever, yeah, like that's we gotcha. Let's cut his dog open and make him pay, and like. Is the second guy the second guy totally inept and loved? Do they call him the butcher of Burbank? And like, but he's a people pleaser, and so was our first guy like the Einstein of dogs eating shit? And I was just like, fuck, man, you know, like when he's on Charlie Rose will go, what do you think is the biggest problem facing veterinarian medicine? I think it's the worship of the myth of bedside manner. I got to tell you, I think these are patients that can't speak to us, and if they could, I'm sorry, I'm getting upset, Charlie. He's like, yeah, well, you're doing this thing. You sound kind of patronizing. See, it's happening again. But I'm telling you, I'm a good fucking dog doctor, and I could have been a brilliant child doctor, but nobody's gonna let me near those little fuckers. So I humble myself, I stoop, I try to do my best, no harm. I come into this stinky hospital, I'm dealing with these little tiny scaled down disposable patients, but I'm still a big prick. I'm still the worst guy at the hospital.
And he's trying to save you money. He's like, I don't think this is a big deal.
Yeah.
You're going to talk to Ruiz in 45 seconds, and he loves to charge you for
I'll go get Jack the Ripper.
Elective dog surgery.
Oh, you like feeling good about yourself? You want to make a best friend that loves cutting your dog up? I'll go get him.
So what happened? Did Nigel get sliced open?
Yeah, and the ongoing debate was: is this going to be the end of our MeUndies relationship? Because is he going to pull out like a whole thing? Because Nigel just eats a lot of fabric and stuff, and it looked like, you know, they give the dog barium, and then all we knew is that there's a big thing that soaked up all the barium, moving very slowly through him. So then Spencer called the hospital, and then the subtext of the story is Spencer loves my dog more than me. But and he said they pulled grass out of him. It was just grass.
It was a bunch of grass, yeah. You know, cows, it takes them like 3 whole stomachs to digest that shit.
Cellulose. You can't digest cellulose unless you're a
dog. Wait.
No. Dogs and humans who don't deer and cows. That's it. They have different systems to digest cellulose. If you can get into the cellulose digesting game, that's like,
oh boy,
that's like panning for gold. Like you got to make a lot of biological sacrifices.
There's so much food in elephant poop that elephants, if they get hungry, can eat their own poop. There's still that much food in
because
their
it's
poop.
hard to break cellulose down. So they break down a little bit. It's like a very difficult thing. You know, I guess maybe grass at one point was like, Jesus Christ, what are we, the biosphere's toilet paper? Like like everyone's just going to eat us? Fine, try eating us now.
Right.
And then everyone was like, blah, blah, and they're like, yeah.
My dog, I had a crazy dog when I was a kid, and ate a beanbag open, and ate all the little tiny styrofoam pellets. Ate like as much as could fit inside of a dog, and then just kept pooping styrofoam poop.
Yeah.
Which was amazing because it was like the easiest poop to pick up. Because it was so lightweight and versatile. And then one time went into one of my shoes, ate the shoe, like a basketball shoe I had, it had like one of the foot liners, like the little pads that goes in there. Ate the thing, and it came out a spiral foot liner. It came out like you could have put that back in the shoe.
Well, Nigel
dogs
eats
are like fucking
everything.
boa constrictors.
Nigel ate a coat hanger 2 days before this all happened, which is why I was like, oh, it's a coat hanger. He must have wood splinters in there. He ate a coat hanger, a nice wooden coat hanger.
He probably ate the grass to chase it.
It could be what it was.
They eat something softer than a coat hanger.
They do eat grass. That's what everyone keeps saying. Well, they eat grass when their stomach hurts. I'm like, what is this? What is this information? Why are you gainsaying me? It's a story. They already pulled it out. What do you want me to do about that? You want me to go talk to the dog?
I think they want you to not know more than they do because they studied medicine and they know how to fix dogs.
Oh, well, no, I was talking about people on Twitter. That's
okay.
Like you say.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah. What do you think grass is thinking? What was it about, like, evolutionarily? Like, what was it? So grass is like a half step up from, because I know moss, and moss is like
Can we have one podcast, Dan, when you're not going on your moss rants?
Moss is like your basically your first plant, it's like the idea of like, well, why don't we what are we doing on the water all the time? Why don't we just like be on a rock next to the water, and then like we'll get splashed and we'll drink that, but then we'll get a lot more sunlight or something like that. That's before the advent, because then you're just limited to like the surface of things. And then the big step was capillary action, taking advantage of water's slight negative ionic charge, which you will see illustrated when you do dishes and try to pull your plates apart. That's how. But water, if it didn't have that slight charge to it, then it couldn't be drawn up as far basically as you want to. A redwood tree is using that slight charge to carry water all the way up. I'm probably very wrong about most of this. But it's the precursor
This,
of our...
by the way, Dan briefly went to community college and took a biology class, learned a lot about plants, and now knows exactly this much about plants, but wrote a TV show about going to community college.
Right. But it's pretty fascinating because water has, the first thing you learn in biology is like, well, let's talk about water first. It's because the water is like this, it's everywhere to us. And it's like, oh, water, fuck water. Like, eat shit, water, you're a piece of shit. Like, you're just like, whatever. Like, oh, water's here, who cares? It's old 80% of the earth. But water is, it's a magical, it's not magical. That's, if I'm trying to get you interested in science, I shouldn't call things magical. I should write a book about wizards or something, and if I wanted to,
you should write a book about wizards.
Good, and you know what? It's not hard. It has many properties that make life on Earth possible. If water was just a little bit different in any way, for instance, water expands when it freezes, so it floats. So a planet that goes through an ice age, the water on top freezes, and you get your little tiny boogans underneath. Your little creepy fish. They can keep living. All as like little monsters.
Cryoboogans, they call them.
Cryoboogans.
Yeah.
Then that Earth thaws, and we come crawling back out. And we go, let's do this again. We couldn't do that if
You're fucking dropping some serious science on this show.
Yeah.